Welcome to a journey of unbreakable strength. Hey there, have you ever wondered what it would feel like to face any challenge life throws at you, and not just survive, but come out the other side stronger, wiser, and ready for more? Picture this, a moment where you're staring down a tough situation, a lost job, a strained relationship, or even just the everyday grind. And instead of crumbling, you find a deep well of resilience inside you, pulling you forward with a sense of purpose and clarity. It's not just a dream. It's a possibility that's been unlocked by people for centuries, and today we're about to tap into that very source. Imagine uncovering a secret well of ancient wisdom, one that has guided emperors, warriors, and everyday folks through the toughest of times, helping them emerge not just intact but transformed. Well, buckle up, because we're about to dive headfirst into the life and mind of one of history's most fascinating figures, a man who wore many hats, a Roman emperor, a philosopher, a warrior, and most importantly, a master of resilience. His name, Marcus Aurelius. This wasn't just any ruler. He was a leader who faced chaos head-on, from political upheavals to personal tragedies, and yet he found a way to rise above it all. Now let's set the stage. Marcus Aurelius didn't live an easy life, even with a crown on his head. He ruled an empire that was constantly under threat, dealt with betrayals that could shake anyone's trust, and endured losses that would test the strongest hearts. But instead of letting those struggles define him, he turned to his own thoughts, scribbling them down in a personal journal that we now know as Meditations. This wasn't a book written for fame or fortune. It was his private space to reflect, to wrestle with his fears, and to figure out how to live with integrity and strength. Little did he know that those raw, honest words would ripple through time, inspiring leaders, thinkers, and regular people like you and me to find their own inner power. What makes his story so captivating is that he didn't rely on his title or his armies to get through the day. He leaned on a philosophy that taught him to master his own mind, no matter what was happening around him. And in a world that often feels like it is spinning out of control, with unexpected changes at work, shifting dynamics in our personal lives, or just the weight of uncertainty, his approach feels like a lifeline we can grab onto. So, what's in store for us today? We're embarking on a journey through his Meditations, uncovering 10 powerful life lessons that can help you build an unshakable inner strength. These aren't just abstract ideas. They're practical tools you can use to navigate life's ups and downs, turning obstacles into opportunities and finding peace amid the storm. Whether you're facing a big challenge right now or just looking for a way to feel more grounded, Marcus's wisdom has something for you. Stick with me, because by the time we reach the end, you'll have a roadmap to resilience that you can carry with you every single day. This isn't just a story, it's a chance to rewrite your own. So, take a deep breath, get comfortable, and let's get started on this incredible adventure together. Why resilience matters more than ever. Now let's take a step back and think about our lives for a second. Haven't you noticed how fast things can change? One minute you're riding high, celebrating a promotion, laughing with friends, or just soaking in a perfect day. And the next you're hit with a setback that stops you in your tracks. Maybe it's a tough day at work where everything seems to go wrong, a falling out with a friend that leaves you questioning the relationship, or just that heavy, nagging weight of the world pressing down on your shoulders. Life, my friends, is a roller coaster, full of unexpected twists and turns that can leave us dizzy and wondering, what now? We've all been there, haven't we? Those moments where the ground feels shaky and it's hard to see a way forward. But here's the good news. There's a secret weapon we can all tap into, and it's called resilience. This isn't just about gritting your teeth and getting through. It's about bouncing back with a spark in your eye, finding peace in the chaos, and discovering who you really are when the going gets rough. It's about thriving, not just surviving, and it's a skill we can all build with a little guidance. Marcus Aurelius knew this better than anyone. This wasn't a man who lived a cushy, quiet life. No, far from it. As a Roman emperor, he was thrust into a world of constant turmoil. Imagine dealing with invasions from rival armies, plagues sweeping through his empire, and personal grief that cut deep into his soul. Loss after loss, challenge after challenge, he faced it all with a composure that seems almost superhuman. But here is the secret he uncovered: The key to handling all that chaos wasn't about controlling the outside world. It was about mastering what he could control. His thoughts, his reactions, his actions. Doesn't that sound almost too simple? Like, really, that's it? But trust me, it's a game changer. Marcus taught that while we can always stop the storms, those unexpected life events that shake us to our core, we can learn to dance in the rain, moving with grace and strength no matter what comes our way. It's a mindset shift that turns helplessness into power, and it's at the heart of everything he wrote. And that brings us to his meditations. A treasure trove of ideas that feels like a personal letter from Marcus to us, across the ages. This wasn't some polished book meant for the public. It was his private journal, a place where he wrestled with his fears, reflected on his days, and figured out how to live with purpose. Those raw, honest thoughts have become a guide for building that inner steel we all need. So what are we going to do with this wisdom? Over the next few minutes, we're going to break down 10 incredible lessons straight from his writings. Lessons that can transform how you face life's challenges. These aren't just theoretical ideas to ponder. They're practical tools you can start using today to build resilience, to stand tall when the winds blow hard. Whether you were dealing with a big life crisis or just looking for a way to feel more steady in your day-to-day, Marcus has something for you. Think of this as a roadmap, a step-by-step guide to becoming the strongest version of yourself. So, are you ready to start building that resilience? I mean, really ready? Because this journey is about taking control, finding your footing and learning to thrive no matter what comes your way. We're about to dive into the first lesson, and I promise it's going to set the tone for everything that follows. It's all about how you see the world, how you interpret the chaos, and how you can start shaping your own path forward. Take a deep breath, get comfortable, and let us step into this together, because the first lesson is about to change the way you look at everything. Let's go. Shape your reality with perception. All right, let us kick things off with something mind-blowing that might just turn your world upside down for a second. What if I told you that the way you see the world, the way you interpret every conversation, every glance, every moment, isn't the whole unshakable truth, but rather just your own unique version of it? Marcus Aurelius, that wise old Roman emperor, dropped a truth bomb that still hits hard today when he said, "Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth." Whoa, right? Just let that sink in for a moment. Picture this. That snarky comment from a coworker that stung a little too much, it's not the final word on your worth. Or that stressful situation at home that's been keeping you up at night. It's not the end of your story. Your perception, how you choose to see and process those moments, shapes everything. How you feel deep down, how you react in the heat of the moment, and how you move forward with your life. It's like you're the director of your own mental movie, and this lesson is about taking the reins. So how do we take control of that powerful tool we call perception? Let's start with a trick called reframing, basically flipping the script on a bad moment to find a new angle. Imagine you miss a deadline at work, and the old you might start spiraling, beating yourself up with thoughts like, "I'm such a failure." But what if instead you paused and thought, "Okay, this is a chance to learn how to manage my time better, maybe even get ahead next time." See that shift? It's like finding a silver lining in a cloudy sky. Reframing doesn't ignore the problem. It transforms it into an opportunity, pulling you out of the gloom and into a space where you can grow. And that's just the beginning. Another cool tool in your kit is detachment, reminding yourself that everything, even the toughest moments, passes with time. Think about that fight with your best friend that left you raw and hurt. It might feel huge right now, but it won't last forever. By letting go of the idea that things are permanent, you can face challenges with a lighter heart, like a leaf floating on a river instead of fighting the current. But wait, there's more, and this is where it gets practical. One of the best ways to start mastering your perception is by trying a little meditation. Picture this. Just 5 minutes a day finding a quiet spot, sitting down and letting your thoughts float by like clouds drifting across the sky. You don't have to force anything, just watch them come and go. This simple practice does wonders. It helps you notice when you are getting stuck on things you can change, like someone else's bad mood or a situation beyond your control, and gives you the mental space to choose a better, more empowering mindset. Maybe you catch yourself obsessing over a mistake, and with that clarity, you decide to let it go and focus on what you can do next. This first lesson is all about owning your perspective, taking charge of how you see the world, and that's a huge step toward building resilience. Because when you start directing your own narrative, you're already halfway to becoming unstoppable. So what do you think about that? Feeling a little more in control already? This is just the starting point, the foundation we're building on together. There's so much more wisdom to explore, and each lesson will layer on top of this one, making you stronger with every step. Ready for the next piece of the puzzle? I know I am. Let's keep this journey going and see where it takes us next. Let go of what you can't control. Now let's talk about something we all struggle with at one point or another, letting go. Have you ever caught yourself pouring energy into worrying about things you just can't change? Think about it for a second. The unpredictable weather that ruins your outdoor plans, someone else's opinion that you can't seem to shake, or even a past mistake that keeps replaying in your mind like a broken record. It's exhausting, isn't it? It's like trying to push a massive boulder uphill. No matter how hard you try, it just won't budge, and you're left drained and frustrated. But here's where Marcus Aurelius, that wise Roman emperor we've been exploring, steps in with a better idea. He shared a gem of wisdom when he said, "Accept the things to which fate binds you," and that as a powerful call to stop fighting the inevitable and start embracing it with open arms. For it's not about throwing in the towel. It is about recognizing what's beyond your reach and finding a way to move forward anyway. This isn't about giving up or admitting defeat. It is about discovering a kind of freedom you might not have realized was possible. When you accept what you can control, whether it is a traffic jam that makes you late or a decision someone else makes, you free up your mind to focus on what you can control. Your attitude, your next step, your peace of mind. Imagine the relief of letting go of that mental tug-of-war and redirecting that energy towards something you can shape. It's like clearing the clutter from a crowded room, giving you space to breathe and think clearly. So how do you get to that point? It starts with awareness, taking a moment to notice when you clinging to something that is out of your hands. Maybe you're stewing over a comment someone made, or replaying a moment you wish you could redo. That's your cue to pause and recognize it. Then lean into that detachment we touched on before. Remind yourself that everything, even the toughest moments, is temporary. That argument with a loved one? It won't define your relationship forever. That missed opportunity? It's just one chapter, not the whole book. And yes, meditation makes a comeback here too, and for good reason. Those quiet moments, maybe just 5 minutes a day where you sit still and let your thoughts drift like leaves on a stream, can work wonders. They help you see what's worth your energy and what's not, like a filter for your mind. Picture this. You're upset about a cancelled plan, and instead of spiraling into stress, you take a deep breath, meditate for a minute, and realize it's not the end of the world. That clarity lets you shrug and say, "All right, what's next?" That's the mindset Marcus is pushing us toward, a way of living with grace under pressure, where you're not constantly battling life's currents, but learning to flow with them. It's about finding a rhythm that keeps you steady, even when the waves get high. So, what do you think about that? Does it feel liberating to imagine letting go of that boulder and focusing on what you can do instead? This lesson is a cornerstone of resilience, a shift that sets the stage for a life that is less about fighting every battle and more about moving with ease through whatever comes your way. It's not always easy. Old habits die hard. But with practice, you can start to feel that freedom taking root. And trust me, we're just building the foundation here. There's so much more wisdom to uncover, and each step will add another layer to your strength. Ready to let go a little and see where this takes us? Let's move on to the next piece of wisdom and keep this journey rolling. Live in the now. In our fast-paced, always-on world, it's easy to lose sight of the moment we're actually living in. How often do you catch yourself replaying yesterday's argument, those sharp words you wish you'd said differently, or stressing about tomorrow's to-do list, with its endless tasks piling up in your mind? The ancient Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius offered a simple yet profound piece of advice: focus on the here and now. This timeless wisdom, rooted in his meditations, remains a game-changer for anyone seeking a calmer, more grounded life. When you're fully present, you shed the weight of past regrets and future anxieties. You're not distracted by what was or what might be. You're just there, fully immersed in the moment. Why does this matter? Being present has tangible benefits that ripple through your life. For one, it cuts down on stress. When your mind isn't T-racing to dissect yesterday's mistakes or predict tomorrow's challenges, you give your nervous system a chance to relax. Studies have shown mindfulness, paying deliberate attention to the present, can lower cortisol levels, the hormone tied to stress. Beyond that, focusing on the now boosts your mood. You start to notice small joys, the warmth of sunlight on your skin, the laughter of a friend, or the quiet satisfaction of a task done well. It also deepens your connections. When you're truly present with others, listening without planning your response, noticing their expressions, you build stronger, more authentic relationships. Think about it. When you're mindful during a meal, savoring each bite, tasting the tang of a lemon or the richness of olive oil, you're not just eating. You're living, fully engaged with the experience. So how do you make this a habit? One powerful way to start is with a quick meditation. Find a quiet spot, sit comfortably, and just breathe. Inhale deeply, exhale slowly, and notice the air moving through you. Thoughts will come, memories, worries, plans, and that's okay. Let them drift like clouds without judging or chasing them. Start with 5 minutes a day and see how it feels. You might be surprised by the calm it brings, a stillness that anchors you in the present. If 5 minutes feels good, try extending it to 10 or 15, building your focus over time. Meditation isn't about emptying your mind. It's about being aware of what's happening right now, without getting lost in the noise. You can also weave mindfulness into your daily routine. Try cooking with full attention. Feel the texture of a carrot as you chop it. Smell the spices as they bloom in the pan. Hear the sizzle of garlic. This isn't just cooking. It's a sensory experience that roots you in the moment. Or take a mindful walk. Step outside and notice the world around you. Feel the breeze against your face. Hear the rustle of leaves or the distant hum of traffic. See the colors of the sky or the shapes of shadows. Even mundane tasks can become grounding. Washing dishes? Focus on the warmth of the water, the scent of soap, the rhythm of your hands. These small acts of presence add up, turning routine moments into opportunities for peace. Another great practice is journaling. At the end of the day, sit down with a notebook and reflect. Write about what you noticed today, the taste of your coffee, a kind word from a stranger, the way the light hit your window. This isn't about grand events. It's about capturing the texture of the present. You might jot down 3 things you're grateful for, or simply describe a moment you lived fully. This habit helps you process your day and trains your mind to stay grounded. Marcus Aurelius believed this focus on the present is where true peace lives. He wrote in his meditations that we suffer more in imagination than in reality, tangled in thoughts of the past and future. By anchoring ourselves in the now, we free ourselves from that burden. Building this skill takes practice, but it's worth it. Start small. 5 minutes of meditation, a mindful walk, a focused moment over dinner. Over time, these habits grow, rewiring how you experience the world. You'll find yourself less rattled by stress, more attuned to joy, and better connected to the people and places around you. The present is all we truly have. Yesterday's gone, tomorrow's uncertain. So let's take that peace with us, step by step, into each new moment. With a little practice, living in the now becomes not just a lesson, but a way of life.
Build bridges with humility and empathy. Life's challenges often feel personal, but connecting with others through humility and empathy can transform how we navigate them. The Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius offered a powerful grounding insight. Before you criticize someone, ask yourself what fault of mine looks like that. It's a humbling thought, isn't it? When we pause to reflect on our own imperfections, our impatience, our stubbornness, our moments of doubt, we begin to see others with clearer, kinder eyes. This self-awareness isn't just a check on judgment. It's the foundation of understanding. And from that understanding, resilience starts to grow, giving us the strength to face life's ups and downs with grace and grit. Humility, at its core, is about admitting you don't have all the answers. It's a quiet strength that frees you from the need to be perfect or always right. Think about your next conversation, whether with a friend, a coworker, or even a stranger. Instead of rushing to share your opinion, try listening more than talking. Really hear what they're saying, the words, the tone, the emotions beneath. Be open to their ideas, even if they clash with your own. You might discover a fresh perspective or a solution you'd never considered. And when you mess up, because we all do, own it. Maybe you snapped at someone in frustration or missed a deadline. A simple, "I'm sorry, I got that wrong," goes a long way. That vulnerability isn't weakness. It's strength in disguise. It shows you're human, willing to learn and adapt. Each time you do this, you build resilience, training yourself to bounce back from mistakes with greater wisdom for the next challenge. Then there's empathy, the art of putting yourself in someone else's shoes. It's a bridge that connects us, turning individual struggles into shared understanding. Imagine a friend venting about a bad day, maybe a tough meeting at work or a family conflict. Your instinct might be to jump in with advice, to fix it. Instead, try something simpler. Just listen. Really hear them out, without planning your response while they speak. Then ask a gentle question like, "How did that make you feel?" Or, "What's been the hardest part for you?" You'll be amazed at how this opens the door to deeper connection. They'll feel seen, and you will gain insight into their world, a perspective that might even shed light on your own struggles. Empathy isn't just for tough moments either. Celebrate others' wins, feel their joy, and you'll find your own heart lifts too. To stretch this muscle further, consider volunteering. Help at a local shelter, tutor a child, or lend a hand to a neighbor in need. These acts of service don't just support others, they remind you of the shared human experience, grounding you in compassion. Together, humility and empathy weave a network of support that carries you through tough times. Humility keeps you teachable, ready to grow from every stumble. Empathy binds you to others, creating relationships that offer strength when you're low. Picture a rough day. Maybe a project failed or a personal goal slipped away. Alone, that weight might crush you, but with a friend who listens, a family member who understands, or even a stranger you've helped, you're not alone. This network becomes your armor, helping you face challenges with courage. Research backs this up. Studies show strong social connections reduce stress and boost mental resilience, even in the face of trauma. Marcus Aurelius knew this intuitively. His writings often return to the idea that we're all part of a larger whole, each imperfect, each vital. Building these qualities takes practice, but the payoff is immense. Start small. Listen fully in one conversation today, or admit a small mistake without defensiveness. Try an empathy exercise. Imagine a coworker, stress, or a stranger, hurry, and feel your perspective shift. Over time, these habits deepen, making you not just stronger, but wiser and kinder too. Humility and empathy aren't just tools for connection. They're layers of strength preparing you for whatever comes next. So let's carry these lessons forward, ready for the next step in building a resilient, connected life. Keep moving, and watch how these qualities light the way.
Find power in gratitude. Let's lighten the mood and turn to something truly beautiful, gratitude. The Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius had a remarkable habit to kick off his days, reflecting, "How lucky am I to be alive, to breathe, to think, to love?" It's a simple, powerful mindset we can all borrow, a lens that shifts our focus to the gifts already in our hands. Gratitude isn't just feel-good fluff or a fleeting warm fuzzy, it's a powerhouse for resilience. When you train your mind to notice what's good, the bad stuff, those inevitable setbacks, worries, or frustrations, doesn't loom so large. Instead of being swallowed by challenges, you find an anchor in the things that bring light, no matter how small. This shift in perspective can carry you through tough times with a steadier heart and a clearer head. Why does gratitude pack such a punch? Science backs up what Marcus intuited centuries ago. Studies show that people who regularly practice gratitude report higher levels of happiness, better physical health, and a stronger ability to bounce back from life's curveballs. Researchers have found that a consistent gratitude habit can lower stress, improve sleep, and even boost immune function. Psychologically, it rewires how you see the world. Suddenly, a rainy day isn't just a nuisance, it's a chance to appreciate a cozy moment indoors. This resilience comes from a shift in focus. Instead of dwelling on what's lacking, you celebrate what's present. It's not about ignoring the hard stuff. It's about balancing it with an awareness of the good, building a foundation that helps you weather storms with grace. So, how do you get started? One of the simplest, most effective ways is a gratitude journal. Each day, take a few minutes to jot down 3 things you're thankful for, big or small. Maybe it's a kind word from a stranger who held the door for you, the warmth of a morning cup of coffee, or the fact that you got out of bed despite a rough night. Don't overthink it. Some days, the smallest things shine brightest, like the sound of birds or a moment of quiet. The key is consistency. Over weeks, you'll notice patterns of positivity emerging, lifting your mood. If writing isn't your style, try a mental list. Reflect while brushing your teeth or driving to work. The goal is to make gratitude a habit, a lens you carry with you through the day. Another powerful way to practice is by expressing it to others. Take a moment to thank the people in your life, really mean it. Tell a friend you appreciate their support. Thank a co-worker for their help, or let a family member know how much their love means to you. A quick note, text, or face-to-face, thank you, not only strengthens your bonds, but also deepens your own sense of gratitude. Don't stop there. Celebrate your own wins too. Reflect on moments where you pushed through something tough, like finishing a challenging task, staying calm in a conflict, or taking a step toward a goal. Recognizing your own strength builds confidence and resilience, reminding you that you're capable of handling whatever comes next. The best part? Gratitude roots you in the present. It is not about pining for a better past or an ideal future. It is about savoring what's here, now. Pause to watch a sunset, noticing the hues of orange and pink streaking the sky, or soak in a laugh with a friend, feeling the joy bubble up. These moments, when fully experienced, build a quiet strength within you. You start to see life as a series of gifts, not just obstacles. Try weaving gratitude into your routine. Savor your meal, noticing the flavors and textures, or take a walk and appreciate the air, the trees, the sounds around you. This simple habit can transform your outlook, turning even ordinary days into sources of wonder and stability. Gratitude is a skill, and like any skill, it grows with practice. Start small, 3 things a day, a single thank you, a moment of presence. Over time, you'll feel the shift. Less stress, more joy, and a resilience that carries you forward. It's a foundation for a brighter, stronger life, and we're just getting started. What's the next lesson bringing us? Let's carry this warmth and strength along as we find out, ready to embrace whatever lies ahead. Turn obstacles into stepping stones. Here's where things get exciting, turning adversity into growth, a perspective shift that can transform your entire approach to life. The Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius captured this beautifully with a killer line, "The obstacle is the way." Think about that for a second. What if the roadblock in front of you, be it a failed plan, a tough conversation, or an unexpected setback, isn't a dead end but a stepping stone? Marcus believed challenges aren't there to stop us in our tracks. They're there to shape us, to carve out strength, wisdom, and resilience we didn't know we had. This isn't just ancient wisdom. It's a practical, powerful mindset that can carry you through life's toughest moments, turning hurdles into opportunities for growth. How does this work in real life? Every tough moment, no matter how frustrating, holds a lesson if you're willing to look for it. Challenges teach you new skills. Maybe you learn patience from a delayed goal or problem-solving from a tricky situation. They also deepen self-awareness, forcing you to confront your limits, your reactions, and your habits. Push through a struggle, and you'll find confidence waiting on the other side. Proof you're tougher than you thought. Take a concrete example. Say you fail at a project. Perhaps a work presentation flops or a personal goal falls short. Instead of seeing it as a loss, pause and ask, what can I learn here? Maybe you discover a gap in your preparation, a need for better communication, or a chance to refine your approach. This shift in thinking turns failure from a stop sign into a teacher, guiding you toward improvement. That's the heart of a growth mindset, believing you can get better with effort, practice, and persistence. It's a concept psychologists like Carol Dweck have studied, showing that people who embrace challenges as chances to grow are more resilient and successful over time. You can build this mindset with a simple tool, reframing. When a tough moment hits and your inner voice grumbles, "This is too hard," catch yourself. Swap that thought for, "This is my chance to grow." It sounds simple, but it's transformative. Suddenly, a tight deadline becomes a test of focus. A conflict with a friend becomes a way to practice understanding, and a personal setback becomes fuel for progress. Reframing doesn't erase the difficulty. It changes how you face it, giving you the power to move forward with purpose. You don't have to go it alone either. Leaning on others is a key part of turning adversity into triumph. Reach out to friends, family, or mentors when you're struggling. Their encouragement, whether it's a kind word, a fresh perspective, or practical advice, can lift you up when the weight feels too heavy. Imagine you re-stuck on a work challenge. A colleague might offer a tip that unlocks a solution, or a friend might remind you of your past wins, reigniting your drive. This support network doesn't just help you survive tough times, it strengthens your resolve, showing you're not alone. Studies back this up. Social support reduces stress and boosts resilience, helping you recover faster from setbacks. Marcus Aurelius himself valued connection, often reflecting on the importance of community and shared humanity in his writings. This lesson is all about seeing every hurdle as a hidden opportunity. A missed promotion might lead you to a better path. A tough workout might build discipline. A personal conflict might teach you empathy. It's not about pretending everything's easy. It's about embracing the challenge and asking, how can this make me better? Start small. The next time you face a snag, take a deep breath, look for the lesson and reframe the struggle. Lean on someone you trust and take one step forward. Over time, these habits turn adversity into fuel, building a stronger, wiser, more adaptable you. The obstacle, as Marcus said, is the way. It's not blocking your path, it's shaping it. You're ready for more, stronger than before. Let's keep going, turning each challenge into the next layer of growth.
Master your mind with reason. Now let's talk brains, specifically how to use reason to stay strong and steady no matter what life throws your way. The Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius was a master of this, offering a timeless gem. The quality of your thoughts determines the happiness of your life. This isn't just poetic wisdom, it's a practical truth. When emotions like anger, fear, or frustration threaten to take over, clear thinking acts like an anchor, keeping you grounded. It's all about mastering your mind, not letting emotions run the show. By leaning on logic, you can tackle problems with a cool head, cut through the noise, and find solutions that stick. Solutions that don't just patch things up but build lasting strength. This rational approach is a cornerstone of resilience, arming you to face life's chaos with clarity and confidence. So, how do you get there? One of the best starting points is critical thinking, a skill that sharpens your ability to navigate challenges. Begin by questioning your assumptions. If you're stressed about a work deadline, ask yourself, is this as urgent as I think, or am I blowing it out of proportion? Look at the evidence. Check the facts, the timeline, the resources you have. Then consider other angles. What would a colleague think? What's the worst-case scenario, and is it really that bad? This habit of stepping back and analyzing helps you avoid knee-jerk reactions. For example, if a friend's comment stings, don't assume malice. Maybe they're tired or misheard you. Critical thinking strips away distortion, letting you see the situation clearly and respond with purpose, not panic. Self-reflection is another powerful tool to boost your rational mind. Take a moment, maybe at the end of the day or during a quiet break, to check your thoughts. Are you caught in irrational patterns? Maybe you're catastrophizing, turning a small setback into a disaster in your head. Or perhaps you're generalizing, thinking one bad moment means everything's doomed. Spot these habits by asking, am I missing something here, or is this thought based on facts or feelings? Journaling can help. Write down what upset you, then list the evidence for and against your reaction. This practice shines a light on your thinking, helping you correct course and build a steadier mindset. Over time, you'll catch distortions faster, keeping your thoughts aligned with reality. Emotions can still cloud your judgment, so when they flare, take steps to clear the fog. Deep breathing is a simple, effective trick. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4, exhale for 4, and repeat. This slows your heart rate, calming the storm so reason can step in. A quick meditation works too. Sit quietly for 5 minutes, focus on your breath, and let turbulent feelings settle. These techniques don't suppress emotions. They give you space to think clearly alongside them. To keep your mind sharp, try fun challenges like puzzle games, crosswords, Sudoku, or logic apps that train you to spot patterns and solve problems. Even engaging in friendly debates with others can hone your reasoning, forcing you to defend your views with evidence and consider counterpoints. These habits build mental muscle, making clarity second nature. This rational approach does more than solve problems. It builds a resilience that stands firm against life's chaos. When a crisis hits, whether it's a work conflict, a personal loss, or an unexpected twist, a clear mind helps you break it down. What's in my control? What's the next step? Instead of being swept away by worry or anger, you map a path forward. Studies show this kind of thinking reduces stress and boosts decision-making, equipping you to handle whatever comes. Marcus Aurelius leaned on reason to lead an empire through wars and plagues. You can use it to navigate daily struggles, from tough conversations to big goals. It's a quiet strength, a shield against the unpredictability of life. You've got the tools now: critical thinking, self-reflection, calming techniques, and mind-sharpening practices. Start small. Question one assumption today, take a deep breath when tension rises, or solve a puzzle this week. Watch how reason steadies you, turning chaos into clarity. What's next on our journey? Let's carry this strength forward and see where it takes us.
Find your inner calm. Let's slow down and turn our focus to something vital, inner peace, that quiet strength that lives deep within you. The Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius put it beautifully. Our thoughts dye our souls with their color, a vivid reminder that what you think shapes how you feel. Your mind is like a canvas, and every worry, hope, or moment of calm paints it in shades of chaos or serenity. Inner peace isn't just a nice to have, it's your anchor, a steady force that holds you firm when life gets stormy. It helps you handle stress without crumbling, guides you to make smart choices when things get wild, and keeps you grounded no matter the challenge. This calm center is a foundation for living well, and with a little effort, you can nurture it into a powerful tool. Why is inner peace so important? It's your shield against the turbulence of daily life. When chaos swirls, deadlines pile up, relationships strain, or unexpected setbacks hit, inner peace keeps you steady. It stops stress from spiraling, reducing the risk of burnout that can leave you drained and overwhelmed. Research backs this up. A calm mind lowers cortisol levels, eases anxiety, and even improves physical health, like better sleep and a stronger heart. Beyond that, it sharpens your thinking. When you're not clouded by panic or frustration, you can see problems clearly, weigh options, and act with purpose. Inner peace isn't about escaping life's challenges. It's about facing them with a steady hand and a clear head, ready to respond rather than react. So how do you build this quiet strength? Start by leaning into things that light you up, activities that bring joy and recharge your spirit. A nature walk can work wonders. Feel the earth under your feet, listen to the rustle of leaves, and let the fresh air wash away tension. Hobbies are another gateway. Lose yourself in painting, gardening, playing music, or whatever sparks your passion. Time with loved ones is just as powerful. Share a laugh with a friend, cook a meal with family, or simply sit in comfortable silence together. These moments aren't just pleasant. They fill your well, giving you energy to face tougher days. The key is to make space for what nourishes you, carving out time amid the busyness to reconnect with what matters. Stress busters are essential for cultivating peace too. Try yoga, a gentle practice that blends movement and breath to quiet the mind and loosen tight muscles. Even a 10-minute session, stretching into a downward dog or resting in child's pose, can shift your state. Deep breathing is another simple tool. Inhale slowly for 4 seconds, hold for 4, then exhale for 4, feeling the calm settle in. These techniques don't demand much time. but they cut through stress like a knife, bringing you back to center. Don't skip that gratitude practice we explored earlier either. Jotting down 3 things you're thankful for, maybe a warm meal, a kind gesture, or a quiet moment, keeps your focus on the good. This habit rewires your perspective, painting your soul in brighter, calmer hues, just as Marcus suggested. This calm center, once nurtured, becomes your secret weapon for resilience. Life will always bring challenges, big ones like loss or failure, and small ones like a frustrating day. Inner peace doesn't stop these, but it changes how you meet them. With a steady mind, you're less likely to snap under pressure, more able to think through solutions, and better equipped to stay kind to yourself and others. Start small. Take a walk in nature this week. Try 5 minutes of deep breathing, or list 3 things you're grateful for before bed. Over time, these practices weave together, building a quiet strength that carries you through. You'll find yourself handling stress with grace, making choices with clarity, and living from a place of calm. Ready for the next step? Let's keep going, carrying this inner peace as our guide to a stronger, more resilient life. Rise above with spiritual strength. Here's a big one. Rising above the noise, a powerful idea that can transform how you navigate life's chaos. The Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius urged us to detach from external drama, gossip, conflict, the endless clamor of opinions, and focus instead on our inner values. It's about growing spiritually, building a core of strength that holds steady no matter what's swirling around you. Think of it as keeping your eyes on your own path, even when others are shouting directions, pulling you toward their priorities or judgments. This isn't about ignoring the world. It's about anchoring yourself in what truly matters, your principles, your purpose, your sense of self, so you can move forward with clarity and calm, unshaken by the storm. How do you do that in a world full of distractions? Start by appreciating what you have, a practice that grounds you in the present and fuels your spirit. Take a moment to notice the good, your health, a safe place to rest, the love of a friend or family member. This gratitude, as we've explored, shifts your focus from lack to abundance, quieting the noise of wanting more. Pair this with the growth mindset we discussed earlier, believing you can improve through effort and learning. When life throws curveballs, see them as chances to grow, not roadblocks. Maybe a tough day at work teaches patience, or a personal setback reveals resilience. This mindset keeps you flexible, open to change, and focused on your own journey rather than the chaos outside. Setting goals that align with your passions is another key step. Think about what lights you up. Maybe it's creating art, helping others, or mastering a skill. Define a goal that reflects your values, something that feels true to you, not what others expect. Break it into manageable steps. If you dream of running a marathon, start with a daily walk, then a mile, then 5. Each step forward builds momentum and confidence. Celebrate each win, no matter how small, finishing a book, nailing a presentation, or even showing up when you didn't feel like it. These moments of progress reinforce your path, drowning out the noise of comparison or doubt. Keep your focus inward, measuring success by your own growth, not the applause or criticism of the crowd. Be kind to yourself when you stumble, because setbacks are part of the ride. No one's journey is a straight line. Maybe you miss a goal, snap in frustration, or feel lost for a spell. Instead of beating yourself up, pause and reflect. What can I learn? How can I adjust? Self-compassion is spiritual fuel. It keeps you moving without the weight of harsh judgment. Marcus Aurelius often reminded himself to accept human imperfection, his own included, and still strive for better. This gentleness with yourself strengthens your core, helping you rise above the noise of self-doubt or external pressure. It's not about being perfect. It's about staying committed to your path, growing through every slip and step. Leaning on others can lift you higher too. Surround yourself with people who inspire and support you, friends who cheer your dreams, mentors who offer wisdom, or even a good book that stirs your soul. A conversation with a trusted confidant can cut through the noise, refocusing you on what matters. Reading the insights of thinkers like Marcus or modern authors can spark clarity, reminding you of timeless values like courage, integrity, and kindness. This network of support, people, ideas, stories, bolsters your spiritual strength, giving you perspective when the world feels loud and overwhelming. You're not alone on this path, and these connections help you stay steady. This spiritual strength, built on gratitude, growth, clear goals, self-kindness, and support, keeps you moving forward no matter the odds. The noise, drama, opinions, chaos will always be there, but you can rise above it, anchored in your own values. You'll face challenges with a quieter mind, a stronger heart, and a clearer purpose. We're almost at the end of this journey, and you've built a foundation to carry you far. Let's wrap this up, ready to take this spiritual resilience into whatever comes next. Bringing it all together. Wow, we've covered a lot, haven't we? This journey through the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius has been incredible, taking us from the life of a Roman emperor and Stoic thinker to 10 practical, life-changing lessons. We've dug deep into tools you can carry forward, controlling your perceptions to shape how you see the world, letting go of what's uncontrollable to free yourself from pointless worry, and living in the moment to savor life as it unfolds. We've explored how to connect with others through humility and empathy, building bonds that strengthen us. Practicing gratitude has shown us how to focus on the good, while turning obstacles into growth has revealed the hidden power in challenges. We've learned to think rationally, using logic to stay steady, and to find inner peace as a quiet anchor amid chaos. Finally, rising above the noise with spiritual strength has helped us stay true to our values. These ideas aren't just old words from a distant past. They're living, breathing tools you can use every day to craft a life that's resilient, meaningful, and full of purpose. Let's take a moment to reflect on this toolkit. Controlling your perceptions means you decide the story of your day. A rude comment from a stranger doesn't A rude comment from a stranger doesn't ruin your mood if you see it as their issue, not yours. Letting go of the uncontrollable frees up energy. Traffic jams or bad weather can derail you when you focus on your response instead. Living in the present keeps you grounded. Savoring a warm tea or a sunset pulls you into the now, easing stress. Connecting with others through humility, admitting you don't know it all, and empathy, truly hearing someone, builds a network of support. Gratitude shifts your lens, turning a tough day brighter with a simple, "I am thankful for my home," or "I appreciate my friend's laugh." When obstacles hit, like a failed plan asking, "What can I learn?" turns setbacks into stepping stones. Rational thinking, questioning assumptions, breathing through emotions, keeps your head clear. Inner peace, nurtured by a walk, a hobby, or a deep breath, anchors you. And spiritual strength, staying true to your path amid drama, lifts you above the noise. Together, these lessons weave a foundation for a stronger you. This journey takes time and practice, but every step counts. You don't need to master all 10 lessons overnight. Start small. Maybe today you pause to reframe a frustration. This delay is a chance to practice patience. Tomorrow, try a gratitude list. 3 things, big or small, that spark joy. When you hit a rough patch, lean on Marcus's wisdom. Feeling overwhelmed? Take a deep breath, think logically, and focus on what's in your control. Struggling with a setback? See it as growth, lean on a friend, and keep moving. These tools aren't one and done. They're habits to build, skills to hone. Each time you apply one, whether it is listening with empathy or finding peace in a quiet moment, you grow stronger, more adaptable, more you. The beauty is in the progress, not perfection. Reflect on how these lessons fit your life. Where do you feel stuck? Maybe perceptions trip you up. Do you take things too personally? Or perhaps you cling to things beyond your reach, like others' opinions. Try one lesson this week. Take a nature walk for peace. Thank someone to build connection or reframe a challenge. Notice how it feels. Do you feel lighter, clearer, tougher? You're already on this path, and if you've stuck with me this far, you're showing the resilience Marcus championed. I'd love to hear from you. Drop an "I am resilient" in the comments to celebrate your strength. You've got this, and every step proves it. Thanks for joining me on this journey through Marcus Aurelius's timeless wisdom. These 10 lessons, perceptions, control, presence, connection, gratitude, growth, reason, peace, and spiritual strength, are yours to keep, ready for any challenge. You're building a life of purpose, one choice at a time. Keep shining, keep growing, and I'll see you in the next video. You've got the tools, now go use them.